Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you how I shade hair. So first and foremost, we need the hair outline. It doesn't have to be perfect. As you can see, it looks really weird in these areas because we're going to have to color it in. So now that we have our liner, I did this beforehand. We're going to pick a color. It has to be some sort of like natural hair color or any type of hair color you want. I'm just gonna use brown because brown is the hair I usually color. You can also use blonde. I'll try making mini tutorials for like different hair colors and how to shade them. So what we want to do is we want to color in our hair. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you how I shade hair. So first and foremost, we need the hair outline. It doesn't have to be perfect. As you can see, it looks really weird in these areas because we're going to have to color it in. So now that we have our liner, I did this beforehand. We're going to pick a color. It has to be some sort of like natural hair color or any type of hair color you want. I'm just going to use brown because brown is the hair I usually color. You can also use blonde. I'll try making mini tutorials for like different hair colors and how to shade them. So what we want to do is we want to color in our hair. So now that we're done with that, you want to make a layer above our brown hairish color. And what you want to do is you want to make it a bit warmer and like the yellow sides. If you choose something like blue, you gotta put it towards the greenish sides, if you get what I mean. We're also gonna make it lighter. And then we're going to draw like circles on the hair in a circular like path like this. Also, let's put the clipping mask on our original brown layer. You can differ the shape of the circles. Also, where we put the circles is also like based on where our light source is. For us, our light source is above here. Our light source is above here. It's coming from here. Actually, I want to change this color. I'm gonna make it a bit lighter. Just realize how dull this color is. Also make it a bit more saturated. I'm gonna explain that in another video on what saturated means. So now that we've done that, we can now get the eraser tool and sort of erase some more circles from that like area. It doesn't really matter where you erase things. It's like purely randomized. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're gonna move on to shadows. We're going to add more highlights later. So we're going to set this to clipping mask again and select our original color, which is this brown tone, and make it a cooler shade and make it darker, which is towards this area. If you chose a blue color, then choose your shading area closer to the purples. But because we use brown, we're going to like set it more to the reddish. And now we're going to shade the parts where we think needs a shadow. Like for example, some of these overlapping strands over here. And this underside of the hair here. Also, if you know anything about how light and shadow works, you should know that where there is shadow, there is no light. So, if we were to put a shadow here, we gotta erase the lighting there. But we're not gonna put that there, so it doesn't really matter. Continue adding strands and shading in the way that the hair is going. So it's not like the hair is flowing this way, but you're going to add shadows this way. That's how it works. If your hair is going straight down, then your shadow should be going straight down as well. The places where I recommend putting your shadows is places with like outlines and stuff. That's where you'd put it. Also places like here and the hair, as I said earlier. And now you can erase some parts if you don't like them. Alright, so now that we're done with that, we're going to make another layer. And this, so now that we're done shading, what we want to do is we want to select this color again and sort of mix it with the color we have for like our brownish bit. So what we want to do is we're going to lower our opacity of the brush we're using. I'm just going to lightly color it, and then I'm going to select the color. This is how I pick it usually, but you can just find ways that fit your style best as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw triangles above and below the areas where we just put the shading. So now that we're done with that, we're going to make another layer. We're using a lot of layers today. Or you can just, if you have like some sort of like amount of layers you can work with, you can merge your other layers down a bit if you want. So more clipping, and what we're going to do is we're going to select our this color and we're going to make it even lighter, a almost white color. And on the edges, we're going to add some highlights like this. Right, so we're going to go back on this layer and we're going to select the smudge brush option and we're going to smudge it up a bit in some areas. Okay, now that we're done with that, we're going to select our outline color, or outline and outline layer, which is this one right here, and set it to alpha lock. Next, we're going to select the color of the shadows we used earlier, get darker and a bit warmer. And we're going to change um, our outline layer to that specific color, like so. And we're going to set it to multiply. I don't think that changed anything, but it has. And finally, for our finishing touch, what you want to do is more clipping. Yes, we declip on everything. We're going to select that, not green. We're going to select the color. We're going to get an airbrush. And we're going to sort of color it from the top and the bottom. It's not really the bottom, like just a little bit. And now we're going to select some lightish color, like say blue. And we're going to color it a bit. There. Now we're just going to erase, use the eraser, and like, this is just to make the feeling of depth. And then finally, we're going to make a layer above our liner layer. Select any color from the illustration that you want. Make it, be it the shadow color or the highlight color or the regular color. And we're just going to add some stray strands. Put them wherever you want, wherever you please. They are called stray strands. They are strands that don't really like go with the flow. And there we have it. We have you know how I showed you guys how I shade hair now. I touch how to detail them. This is sort of part 2-ish maybe of how to draw hair, but because I made it so far apart from the original part, I don't think this is considered a part 2 anymore. But I'll have a link to part 1 in the description if you guys want to check it out and see it for yourselves. Bye!